Hi crafty friends, Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can print your own scrapbook paper and turn it into a gorgeous layout. So what I've done is I have went to Scrapbook Generation and they have a section for downloads, and these are the papers that I printed. So this is a digital download and they have different color combinations. This is the black and yellow color combinations. Now, I printed these in 8.5 by 11 size, and I print with no borders, but I did already cut these down in preparation for today's video. But this is just a sample of some of the papers that I printed out, and aren't they gorgeous? I have my photo here, and I have some pieces that I've already cut out. Now, I did use this die. This is a waffle flower nesting diamonds die. And I used this die to cut out that pattern paper that I printed. So I cut out a bunch of different diamonds in the same size out of that pattern paper, and I'm going to use those on today's layout. So here's what they look like. Another thing I did in advance is I went ahead and inked the edges with some VersaFine Clear Morning Mist ink. So here's a look at what that ink looks like. And that's so, when you have a white pattern paper and you put it on a white background, this just helps it stand out a bit more. So I like doing that when I have a white pattern paper. And then here's the photo that I want to scrapbook. This is my daughter Tatum on the right-hand side and her best friend Kendall on the left. And this was at their basketball banquet. And my daughter's sophomore year was her last year of playing basketball. So it's a really special photo because it's the last banquet that we had. All right, first to get started, I want to do some mixed media. So I have a piece of some mixed media cardstock here, and I have some Shimmers paints, and I'm using the Shimmers Paints Vibes Mustard Seed. Now, a Vibes, if you're not familiar with these paints, it's a shimmer spray. So it's got a lot of shimmer in it. It's really hard to see in the video. I feel like the camera doesn't pick it up well, but the Vibes is one of my favorites because it is so shimmery and sparkly on your layouts. It just adds that something extra, and I love it. I'm taking my paintbrush here and a little bit of water, and I'm just going to soften a few of these lines where I feel like the paint was all together. So I'm just going to go through here and add a little water to soften this. So I'll do that in several areas. While I'm painting this, I want to mention, if you ever place an order on the Shimmers Paints website, I am on their design team. And if you add my name, Melissa Minor, to the comments section, they will send you a free paint. So it's a great way to maybe purchase a paint and then get a free one as well. So thank you for all of those that order through that. And then I will have links to anything I'm using today. And I always appreciate when you shop my links, as I do earn a small commission at no extra charge for you. All right, now I'm pulling in this Vicki Boutin stencil, and then I've got some stencil butter. Let me see here. This is the TCW brand. It's the Sunshine Stencil Butter. And this stencil butter is beautiful. It also has like a shimmer and shine in it. So I feel like this is a good combination to mix the Shimmers paints with this shimmery stencil butter. I don't know if it's supposed to be shimmery or not, but it really is. It's really pretty. So I'm going to use this palette knife here, and I think I just want to take some of these circles and just kind of go down the edges of where I have my mixed media. I don't want a whole lot on here, but since I am going to be applying those diamonds to the layout, I'm going to need enough around the edges so that you can see it, right? Because if I add just the diamonds to the center here of my mixed media, you're not going to see any of the mixed media. So I feel like by adding these shimmery circles, it's also going to give another shape. So I've got the diamonds, my photos in a circle, and this kind of ties the circle photo into the design by having these circles along the page. So I'm going to have these up and down here. And then I also want to, I've got this little paint cluster to the left, and that's where I want to put my title. So I'm also going to put a little bit of this modeling paste, or stencil butter, excuse me, on here. Now you'll see, and I didn't notice it at the time, but I had a lot of stencil butter on the stencil, and when I was trying to place it, I made like a little boo-boo, and I've got quite a bit of this stencil butter over in the right-hand corner. So to fix that, I'm just going to take a baby wipe because that's what I have close to me. I like to keep baby wipes around when I'm doing mixed media to wipe up any messes. And so that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to set my stencil down. I'm going to get in my drawer here and grab a baby wipe. And then I'm going to try to wipe this up. Now, I know my arm's covering it, but it does really pretty much get this wiped up. So I'm really happy with the way that worked. So if you ever get too much, try a baby wipe and see if it'll work. Now, I know it wiped up rather well on this page because this is that mixed media cardstock. This is the Scrapbook.com mixed media cardstock, so it wipes up really well. Vicky Bouton also has one, and I have some of that one as well. Whichever one's at the top of my bin, that's the one I grab. They're both equally good. Okay, so you see how that dried? And then I also went in off camera and I added a little bit more Shimmer's paints, but this time I added it in the Black Hole Color Splash. And the Color Splash is an acrylic paint. I'm also showing you a die from my stash that I brought in, and this is, let's see, what is this? This is a fan, party fan. And then I'm using some Distress Oxide and Fossilized Amber just to ink the edges to make that stand out. And then I have this die from Sizzix. It's a Tim Holtz die. It's just an alphabet die, and I couldn't find a name on here. So it's a really good die, though. You can see here, this is what I cut out. So I cut out the word memories, and I thought that was perfect since this is going to be a memory of our last basketball banquet. So let me go ahead and dry fit these pieces and see if what I was imagining is going to come to life here. So I was thinking I wanted some diamonds coming down the page, and I don't want a whole lot, but I want a few, and I love this because it's a great way to show all these pretty pattern papers that I printed. Now, on the Scrapbook Generation website, they have different colors, so you can print out your school colors and document those photos. I mean, it's perfect. It's like it was made for school layouts. So I printed this black and gold one, but I know they have other colors as well that you can print. They've got red and black, black and brown, red and blue. They've got black and purple, black and pink, black and orange, black and green. I mean, there's just so many. So double check the website. I will leave it linked down below of the one I used in case you have the same school colors. But you can also get just a basics bundle, and it has lots of the different colors that you can download. So if you've never tried these, they're super easy. You can, if you have a printer that prints colored paper or prints with color, you can use this. So I sometimes use my regular printer paper. Sometimes I will use the, what's it called? It's like the same paper that you would print your resumes on. It has like a thicker finish, but you don't have to. Just any paper will work. In fact, I think when I printed this one, it was just on regular printer paper that I'd picked up at Walmart. The thing that's important to do is just when you go into your printer settings, when you go push print, then I like to, there's a little option and it says like print to the edge of the paper. And with mine, you can have there's this little arrow that you can put with edgeless border. So that way it prints the whole page and you don't have a border. Now it's not a big deal if you cut it with the border, you can cut that off, but I like to maximize the space in printing this. So I got these printed. I have my layout pretty much designed here on what I want it to look like. So I'm going to add these little party fans, and I'll probably end up arranging these party fans in a different manner. But for now, I just want to put them on the page just to kind of get a feel for everything. And then what I'll do is I'll go off camera and get all these items glued down. Now, since I do have mixed media in the background, it will be important that I use a wet glue, because if you just use like a tape runner, that is not going to stick. It's going to temporarily stick, but it won't stick forever. So the glue I like to use is tacky glue, and I can pick it up on Amazon. You can get it at Walmart, but I like to use the tacky glue in a fine line bottle applicator. So I will get these glued down and we'll be right back. All right, so off camera, I went ahead and, oh, I haven't glued it down yet. I'm thinking of maybe moving these fans around. So I'm showing you that before I go ahead and adhere items down to the layout. So let me just move these around a minute. Yep, I think I like that better. I want a cluster of 3, 2, and 1 for the party fans. So I think that looks really nice like that. All right, so I did go off camera now and I glued everything down, and I'm showing you here, I have this little T-square ruler. I have a larger one, but sometimes the smaller one's just easier to grab. And I use that smaller T-square ruler to make sure that my title was straight. So I kept the T-square ruler down, and then I matched the title, the letters up against that so I could have it straight. I am so known for making something at the very last minute and then making something crooked. So anyway, I tried to use that T-square ruler to get that straightened out. And then on these party fans, some of them are popped up with some craft foam, and then a couple of these are glued down right to the page. So since my page has the mixed media, it's got the beautiful pattern paper, party fans, I don't think it needs any more embellishments. I think this is how I want it. So off camera, I drew a few lines with a Sharpie marker. I added my journaling here, and then I also added a few gold sequins, and that's gonna finish this layout. So if you've enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. And if you don't already follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, I would love for you to follow me on those platforms as well. So I will leave all of my information linked down below in the description box. Now, right here, I was debating on if I wanted to take some Distress Oxide and maybe go around the edges, but at this point, I'm really happy with the layout, so I'm not going to. All right, that's all for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!